me about your day. What is happening in your world this Monday? I want to know what's happening in your world this Monday. Hello, Adele and Dazzle. Dazzle, it is treat time. It is treat time. I am grateful to have you all here tonight. Tell me about your Monday. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for great relationships. I'm grateful for great people tonight. So many great conversations that I had today. So many great conversations. Terrible weather, but fantastic sales. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Well, you sent us some of that rain, and I hear we're going to get a whole bunch more. You sent us some, and I hear we've got more coming our way. A lot. They're saying a nor'easter of rain. A nor'easter. Not what I want, but, you know, hey, if it brings out the shoppers like they brought out for you today, I'll take some bad weather. And it's better than snow, so we'll go with that. We will go with that today. I feel like I'm running late, so I'm going to get started with the Good Morning, Good Night book. That's how we roll every night. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program. Ooh, a large limb in your driveway. Yuck. I heard one the other day on our side yard. I haven't gone out to look for it yet, but I did hear one the other day. In the Good Morning, Good Night book, tonight we're on page 50 if you're following along in the book. In the page 50. Good morning. When you were born, you held infinite promise. You're older. You're banged up by life, but you hold that promise still. That is your good morning tonight. It stopped raining. Yay. It did on our way home, too. We were up early and up at work early. And we were there late today, and it did stop raining finally for our ride home, which was nice. We are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. Any problems with Facebook, hop right on over to YouTube. That is where you will find us. Same deal, different channel. Cassandra's got the link there for you in the show comments. Thank you. So what sparked a lot of calls today? Today's been a deep but intensive day, and so I'm gonna digress from our normal programming or what you normally expect to get a little touchy-feely on you guys tonight, I guess, because sentiment and being present and being part of conversations is so important and so lost in this world these days. In the quick scroll of Facebook or Instagram and the quick everything. I mean, the world is fast. We are moving at a frantic pace. But it is days like this when people are looking for meaning, when people are looking, hey, Kelly, how are you? Glad you catch us live tonight. When people are looking for meaning, when they're looking for connection, and that's been a lot, and looking for understanding, and that's been a lot of calls that I've gotten today. Today, we were, many in the resale community were very saddened to hear about Glenda's husband, who passed away on Friday night. Glenda Pollock of Canada, and NART's board member, and truly a wonderful, joyous woman, and to see her lose the love of her life, that was very hard. That was very hard. I love Glenda. She is a tremendous positive force in this industry. And I was very sad to hear that. She met her husband when they were 18, and they were married 2 years later. And met him on her 18th birthday, no less. She met him and lost him 2 years later. And married to him 2 years later, and married for 48 years, which is just a wonderful thing. I mean, Glenda is a wonderful woman, and I'm glad she had so many wonderful years with her husband, but it's never enough. It's never enough. And then the unexpected loss, for those of you that knew him at Traxia, of Dan Huckins, a longtime member of Team Traxia, Simple Consign, at the young age of 42. And he was a remarkable young man. Remarkable. Can I say young? I'm 50, so he's 42, a young man. And always a great energy, always very helpful to all his clients. I work with stores across, every software platform out there. I've worked with stores on, and he was a special guy. He cared about people. He cared about his customers, and it is difficult to find meaning when these things happen in our lives, and why they happen now, and that is challenging, and I understand that, and I won't claim to have all the answers on that. What I will claim is that at least today, and I hope tomorrow, and I hope people take something from this forward, of being present, of telling those that you care about that you care, telling people that they matter. If you have nothing else to communicate to someone today, but that they matter and they matter to you, it is so incredibly important. Because these days, we only have so precious few on this planet. We only have so precious few, and I covered that briefly yesterday with Nobel. Okay, and when I talked about Nobel yesterday, and how he got to actually read his obituary while he was still alive. And, not that, I want you to do that, go through that exercise of writing your obituary. That is a thing, but live each day as a life well lived. Live each day as a life well lived is really the important thing. The important connections that you make, the people's lives that you touch. How do you improve somebody else's day, and how can they improve yours? How can you put a smile on somebody else's face today? And leave all the small stuff. It doesn't matter. Leave all the other stuff. It doesn't matter. In the whole scheme of our time on this planet, how we treat one another, how we care for one another matters more than anything else. And that how you make people feel when you're around them, how you connect with people is what they take away, and what they live. And so take those connections, take that breath, take that energy, and take the lessons from those that have passed. Take the lessons of what they have taught us, how they help make us a better person, what inspiring things did they teach you? What did they bring to you? You hear me so often talk about my father or my mother or things who have passed along. You'd think they were right here. I'm going to go call my father. We're going to talk about this. And, those types of things are real. And a younger version of myself never fully understood that, and I probably don't fully understand it today. But this is how we work through things that you can't understand and you can't explain, and how we celebrate our memories of these people by being better people. We celebrate their memories by being better people. And really, that's my message for you. That be better people. We are better people. We're better together anyways. We're a great community. We are a great community. But how we come together, and how we bring our optimism for a better future, how we bring our optimism to the day every day, and how we bring our connection with people, because that's really, I mean, it has surprised me some today, the number of people that have reached out to me about both Glenda's husband and Dan, and that connection. And it's funny. I've had conversation with other software vendors about Dan today. Is a perfect example of how this industry transcends. Okay, how two software companies can be competitors, but when they hear about that, they're like, everyone is concerned. They're concerned about the people, not the business, not anything else. They're concerned about the people, and concerned for the people that are left behind. Okay, the caring that goes on in this industry. Okay, we got a mark on that. Okay, we got a mark on that. We are, but we have a mark to share. We have a mark to share with that. We have to broaden that to others. We have to, the way we care for each other, the way we reach to each other, we can bring to our broader communities. And not at the time of just tragedy. Okay, it's not that the time to bring it is not when there is tragedy. The time to tell someone how important they are is each and every day. Hello, Jennifer. It is great to have you here tonight, live from Naples. So bring that positiveness, bring that energy, bring that caring, and own it every day. I mean, just own it. Own it with the people that are around you. Own it with the people in your community. Because we don't know what tomorrow brings. We don't know what today, but you can leave every interaction. If your goal is to leave every interaction and every person you touch better than when you saw them, then if that is your goal going in, you will accomplish it. It all starts up here. If that is your goal going in, is to have every interaction be better, every connection be better, everyone you do feel important, you will be better for it. You will be better for it. You will be better for it. So that is. So I know you didn't come here for me to preach tonight. But tonight, because of the calls I've gotten today, because of the connections I've made today, because of how much this has touched so many in such a big industry, and how this is connected with so many, I had to bring that to you today. So that is my message today. I could talk about a million other things, but nothing's more important than your connection and how you leave others feeling each and every day. So I hope I left you tonight feeling inspired. I hope I left you tonight feeling better than when you came on here tonight. And whether you knew Dan, whether you're friends with Glenda, you know how this all touches us and all of our industry. And it does connect us all. It does connect us all, Kelly. And that's really what I got tonight. It is ultimately all about connection, people. All about connection. And you can find a connection with this video and everything I talk about over at narts.org/resale strong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you, all the files, all the links, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yeah, you know what to do. Ring the bell, ring it, so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with all your friends in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody make it to the other side. You can also share it with all your friends in business. Well, you just did. The butcher, see how my mind is going today? I'm here every night at More 8 Than Ish live in the Narts private Facebook group and streaming on YouTube. But if you have a question in between, you can just email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start every night. Tonight, we're on page 50. 50, I tell you. Good morning. When you were born, you held infinite promise. You're older, you're all banged up by life, but you hold that promise still. Good night. When you were born, you held infinite promise. You're older, you're banged up by life, but you hold that promise still. You know what? Keep going and keep connecting. Keep connecting. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah. We will party again. We will celebrate again. And when we do, I'm going to be there with you. But until then, and until tomorrow night at More 8 Than Ish, know that you, and you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. It's time for dinner.